Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Beautiful Tuesday. Is that 56 degrees? I have my glasses on, can't see. 55 degrees, 9:26 in the morning. Show people how they can get in touch with the show, get in touch with me at any time. There's all the ways you can follow us. Now, we've been talking a little bit, the BostonHerald.com. This is a column of Howie Carr, rampant corruption, the norm in the FBI. Okay, so this was written July 15th of 2018, and it was updated November 17th of 2018. This is an older article, but it's out of the FBI, out of the Boston Herald. Before there was Peter Strzok, there was Zippy Conley. People tend to forget, or maybe never knew, just how corrupt the famous but incompetent Federal Bureau of Investigation has always been. The current scandal is just business as usual for the agency that has metastasized into America's secret police. Hey, Josh, how about the fact that I just got metastasized into America's secret police, okay? Strzok, weaselly testimony last week showed how far off the rails the crooked Fed has gone, and it's just so happened that this summer is the 40th anniversary of another horrific crime, one in which the same crew of dirty cops played a supporting but revealing role. This is the story about another decorated G-man, John Zippy Connolly. You have his picture there, the guy in the jumpsuit? That's what he's talking about. Just show him real quick. Currently serving 40 years for gangland hit in Florida. So the FBI and cleaning up the FBI, is this it? Is this when we will clean up the FBI in this country? Are we allowed to talk about the corruption in these big, massive agencies? Hopefully we can. So I just want to go with that. Now, we've been talking about the Trans-Pacific Partnership and China. I want to get to, I don't think I sent you anything on this. Maybe I didn't. But Iran, okay? Now, I didn't send you any pictures on this morning. But the New York Times is reporting that the president is preparing 100,000 plus troops for Iran, okay? Now, let's say this. We just read the complaint. We just read the complaint that Senator Marco Rubio sent to Attorney General William Barr concerning Iran. Do you remember the day? Josh, do me a favor, okay? I didn't get this picture. But here's what I want you to look up for me. I want you to look up, I forget what they're called, but Iranians hold American soldiers at gunpoint on a boat. If you put that in, Iranian soldiers hold American soldiers at gunpoint on a boat. Read me what it says, but put me a picture up ASAP. First thing you find. Because trust me, you're gonna run into it. All right. Now, do you remember what did we drop? $1 billion in Iran? I mean, we're just gonna use this. You can fact check me later. You remember Obama dropped a pallet? Remember illegally? You remember we were not able to send Iran cash because of sanctions. We could not go through our banks and our currency, so we had to go through another bank. So we shifted Iran's money. Remember the money we froze? let's go back a little bit. You remember the Iranian hostage crisis? We froze their accounts. Going back to Jimmy Carter, which we hope Jimmy recovers from his recent hip surgery. But you remember in the Iran crisis, hostage crisis there, that we froze their accounts? Yeah, go ahead and put the picture up. Right? See that? That's our boat, right? What does it say in the caption, Josh? Could you give me that? I mean, I don't know where you got that. What did the caption say when you pulled that up? Or head? Okay, there you go. Obama, remember that? Just leave that up for a minute. Leave that up. Iran takes hostages back when, right? 1980? Was it 80? We freeze their money. Do you realize we paid interest on that money? Then they said, do you want your hostages back? Not the 1980. Remember, what did we have? 5 over there? They were going to release. You want them back? Give us unfreeze all of our money. Drop a pallet. Remember that pallet of money? Drop that pallet. You remember the 5 hostages during Obama's administration that were on the plane, and the one hostage reported that they could not be cleared for takeoff until we made our delivery of the money, until we paid the ransom? What was it, $1 billion, 1.5 billion? I don't know. You remember we had to illegally transfer it through another bank because we could not. We had to launder the money to get it to Iran, and we gave them cash. Remember that? You remember when they boarded our boat right there and pointed guns at our men right there on that ship, whatever that Gulf is right there? Remember that? They boarded they held us at gunpoint and embarrassed us. You know what? We moved an aircraft carrier into the region. We've moved some ships into the region. We have several Saudi Arabian oil tankers that have been vandalized. When I say attacked, I won't say vandalized. They've been attacked, right? Remember? Iran has run their mouth. John Kerry should be put in prison for going behind our back and trying to negotiate with Iran and apologizing on behalf of this country for pulling out of that terrible deal. Absolutely terrible. But you know what President Trump said yesterday? When Iran has made threats against us, it'll be a bad day. It will be a very bad day for them if they even try it. Pompeo is headed to tell Putin what a bad day they're going to have. Now, I'll tell you what. Pompeo has gone to our allies in Europe, okay? And he sat down with our allies in Europe and he shared some intelligence. And Pompeo's going to Russia. And let me tell you what, and this is being blamed, Iran, on Michael Bolton, or not Michael Bolton, isn't it Mike Bolton? But our President Trump's national security advisor, Bolton. But I'll tell you what Pompeo's doing right now. He is delivering the intelligence, and he's delivering the president's message where it comes to A, North Korea, and B, Iran. And my opinion is he's telling them they're about to have a very bad day. So, hey, the media wants to try to push us into a war. Trump doesn't want to go into a war. They're trying to push us into a war. But Iran, remember, President Trump said, you will have a very bad day. Now, let's switch gears here for a little bit. Let's go to number 19. De Blasio, Mayor de Blasio of New York mayor, tried to have a rally there in Trump Tower. You remember that escalator? Well, look, the protesters showed up, and they played music so loud in Trump Tower you couldn't hear de Blasio. Give me number 20. Here's de Blasio. He may make this is NYC Green New Deal. The Green New Deal for NYC. Now, who does that bring up? How are the Democrats going to handle Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Alexandria, AOC, is not prepared to make concessions for the middle of the road. AOC is not about to be okay with half a Green New Deal. She is not about to be okay with a moderate Democrat candidate. They are freaking out on the left over Joe Biden. So it's going to be interesting because Joe wants to look at the green. He has credentials as an environmentalist, but he thinks we got to take a rational look. Now, here is from Fox News, Emerson National Poll that has come out, number 22, Josh, the national poll here. 2020 Democrat primary, right there, okay? 33% right there for Biden. 25 for Bernie Sanders. 10 for Kamala Harris. Senator Warren is 10. And Pete Buttigieg, okay, the future Secretary of Diversity, LGBTQ, issues, is down at 8. So the 76-year-old Joe Biden is leading. I wonder when Bernie will crack. After the first debate, I wonder when Bernie supporters will start saying, hey, we got screwed once. You know that screw me one time? All right, but screw me twice, shame on me. I mean, screw me. Hey, wait a minute. Give me number 24. 2020 poll, Biden back in lead for Dem nomination. The fix is in. Totally in. Biden is the DNC frontrunner because the DNC is so corrupt and they've absolutely made no changes whatsoever where the DNC primary is concerned. Who cares the governor of Montana is now in the race? Who cares Hickenlooper's in the race? It's rigged, folks, rigged. Number 18, 2020 candidate who have released recent tax returns. Gillibrand, Inslee, Klobuchar, Warren, Harris, Buttigieg, Ryan, Booker, O'Rourke, and Sanders. I wonder if any of them have a multi-billion-dollar business operation currently. I wonder how hard it was to fill out their tax returns. I wonder if there's anything to scrutinize where they're concerned, where they took, maybe losses in a business or something like that. I don't know. We'll take a brief break one more time today. I'm going to come back. I want you to hear a little bit of Rand Paul. We'll play some cuts of that because I want you to hear about Joe Biden's son, and then we're going to be closing up for the day. Take us to break, Josh.